Akiba came to us really and with a vision, right? A vision for his community. And it was really built off a vision that he had about being an urban gardener a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. And a vision that's now becoming a reality. And so one of the things that we're really excited about is partnering with Akiba to build leadership potential in his community, to develop solutions in his community, and to really help his vision become a reality.
I see community different, different than I did before I came into contact with the Jamie Kirk Hahn Foundation.
We're not here once. We're not here to just show up and say, we're here to fix your problems. We're here to stay. We're going to be a partner. We're going to be a collaborator. We're going to be a support system for you to achieve what you want to achieve in your community.
One of the things we love best about the Jamie Kirk Hahn Foundation is this army of Jamies, knowing that everybody can make a difference.
I think the one thing that the Jamie Kirk Hahn Foundation is extremely good at is connecting dots.
Gathering for Good was intended as a vehicle to surface solutions from the community itself. Following the first Gathering for Good, Will Jeffers came to us and said, look, why don't we do for food what First Friday's done for art? Let's have a day where we celebrate food. Let's have a day where we give opportunities to entrepreneurs. And let's have a day where we spark serious discussions about food and where it's going in our community. And so that's why we're proud to support Second Saturday.
The first event we probably had 100 people, 200 people that were here just because of Jamie Kirk Hahn's involvement.
What the Jamie Kirk Hahn Foundation is doing with the food corridor and kind of partnering with the Raleigh food corridor is going to benefit absolutely everybody.
The ideal outcome is that we'll eradicate hunger, that everyone will have access to the best of foods, that everyone will value the best of foods, they'll honor that, and they'll understand their place in the food network.
Participating in the Gathering for Good events, which are really awesome ways to bring community together to talk about really important issues and come up with solutions in a really innovative fashion.
This hybrid model of granting as well as developing programs and supporting organizations is where we want to see ourselves go.
What we're trying to do is, one, change the mind perception about how we get our food, how we grow our food, and where we spend our money with our food, and also the concept of land ownership, transitioning from a renter to a landowner or a homeowner so that we can recruit members to be part of a food system where they'll grow their own food and then feed themselves first, but then donate the excess food to a network.
I think the biggest impact that the foundation has on this community is that it realizes that we are not just needing good doers, but we need good storytellers, good connectors, and good facilitators. I think the foundation has that ability to really make sure that dots are connected and people who are already doing good community can do great together.
Jamie believed deeply in standing up for those without a voice, standing up for those without a champion, and really giving people an opportunity in life. And we believe that the Hope Center is a great vehicle for that. We also believe that the Jamie Kirk Hahn Career Development Program will be a great vehicle for doing just what Jamie would have done.
It's an amazing opportunity for one of our young people to develop job skills and employment skills, and they can't get that somewhere else. And the Jamie Kirk Hahn Foundation has made that possible. But more than that, I like to think that we're developing young leaders. We are developing young people to be aware of the issues in their community. And these are young people who often receive this support in the community, so now this is their chance to go out and give it back to somebody else in a really meaningful way.
It helps me with work so I can get a real job. And also makes me feel good because I'm doing good deed, helping kids out who need food, who probably didn't have food for like weeks. It helps me as a person all the way around.
Our biggest goal is to make sure the solutions, whether it's the food corridor, whether it's something different, are community driven, because it's really those who live in the community, those who have been there for generations, who know what's best. So communities can continue to connect and grow and kind of determine their own pathway.
Transformational movements often begin with one person at their core, with a small group of people, with a mission, right? And our movement, this army of Jamies that we're trying to build, really begins with Jamie at its core, Jamie as its North Star. But as corny as it sounds in this really, really cynical age, it begins with this concept of love. That love and service and dedication and determination can transform a community, a region, a state. And so what we're trying to do is build a movement as Jamie would have done, to build our community, to transform our region, to transform our state as she would have done, really by leading with love, determined and dedicated to eliminating hunger, to eliminating poverty, to making sure every child has an opportunity. And it's going to take an army of people like Jamie, an army of people like you, dedicated, committed, and determined to understanding that it's not just the work of a week, a month, a year, or a decade. It's a work of a lifetime to really transform a state, to make a state the type of North Carolina that Jamie believed it could be.